Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
No.
Where are we going?
Hello there! Today I want to talk about Battlefield 2042, a year and a half later, with the title Are We There Yet? So let's talk about Battlefield 2042, a once highly anticipated title that promised to push the boundaries of the franchise. As a veteran player who has spent over a year and a half exploring this game, I find myself disappointed. Despite some notable fixes and improvement, it seems that Battlefield 2042 falls short of its potential. So I want to analyze the game and see what the highs and lows are, and think about what the future holds for this troubled title. Before we talk about the disappointments, let's acknowledge some of the positives that the 2042 brings to the table. One area where the game excels is the gunplay. The weapons do feel satisfying and impactful, offering a sense of immersion that few other titles can replicate. The general gameplay experience is also what we usually get in a Battlefield game, providing an adrenaline-fueled rush and capturing the essence of the large-scale battles that, in my opinion, few other games can do. Battlefield 2042 introduces a few innovations that attempts to inject fresh life into the franchise. We are presented with some new game modes that attempts to cater to a variety of playstyles, appealing to both the casual and a competitive player among us. While these additions are welcome, they are unfortunately not enough to fully redeem the game. I did like the portal mode, but I do think they could have done a lot more with that mod. But over to the negatives. One of the most glaring issues that persist in the Battlefield 2042 is the lackluster map design. Despite the passage of time and multiple updates, most maps still fail to captivate the players. Only the portal modes do we have the maps that truly ignite the excitement that we initially sought out from these titles, because they are using the classic maps, and I do like all of them except two. Also, the scarcity of destruction on the maps are equally disappointing, as the series has no long as the series once prided itself on the ability to shape the environment during the sense of battles. I feel like in 2042 the destruction is like half or even more. The inclusion of the different classes probably was an attempt to diversify the gameplay experience, but it did fall short of expectations. The instructions of specialists spread across different classes aims to provide players with unique abilities and playstyles. However, this feels forced and fails to capture the essence of what made previous class systems so successful, and that's probably also why they did go back to it in some recent updates. So now we have the sniper, engineer, assault class and so forth, and good for them. Looking ahead, the future of Battlefield 2042 appears grim. The question arises, will there be any more substantial content updates and support for the game, or will it be left to wither away? They just said after the trailer now for Season 5 that there will be more, but no promises, just there will be more. More of what? The lack of communication from the developers regarding the game's roadmap and plans for the future has only added to the uncertainty and the disillusionment among this player base. And I do think it's quite hard to get lots of the old players back by now. They either have to do something really special or just make another new Battlefield game. But I do think they also have burnt a lot of veteran players. So I think they are stuck between a rock and a hard place. So in conclusion, after a year and a half of playing Battlefield 2042, it's clear that the game has not lived up to its potential, not even close. While the gunplay and the general gameplay experience offer moments of excitement, they are overshadowed by the game's shortcomings. Lackluster maps, limited destruction, a flawed class system or specialist that leave players yearning for more. The future of Battlefield 2042 remains uncertain, leaving the fans wonder if this once promising title will ever reach full potential. As gamers, we can only hope that the developers recognize these issues plaguing the game and they make the necessary improvements to salvage what could have been a monumental entry in the Battlefield franchise, but it was a monumental failure, in my opinion. So there you have it, my thoughts after 18 months. My question still is, are we there yet? And the answer is no.